It's week 4 of the NFL, and our focus goes to Jalen Johnson. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Bears and the Texans on Thursday night primetime.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Two teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. first down. They run again. Here's Montgomery. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 18 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down, Montgomery. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Fields. Completes it to Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that. Keep it. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff up the middle. Turpin just a... Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The Texans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Fields. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it, and the Bears will take over here as he get it up to the 43-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. On first down, Tagovailoa throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll run on first down. Turpin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Turpin. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted. Texans. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Turpin and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose, and the Texans scoop it. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. And he rifles one incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. He's able to take it across midfield before going down. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Fields on 1st down.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage. From the 22.
Fields
steps away to his left.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 51 yards on the punt there.
And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 30 on second down. Tua to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
They'll start with the option.
Oh, look at the juke. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. First and 10, it's Pierce.
They juked him.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Collins. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On first down, it's Fields.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on second down.
Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the New York Jets. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Detroit Lions. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be the one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
So here are the Texans to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes...
Tua now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because You know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. That going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kyler Gordon puts it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
That's going to wind up a loss. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. Caught right side. Davis. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. Butker's kick here is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but after the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of... how you show your team that you're still with it and how you continue to lead.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is... Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle they go. Turpin. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Powers through him. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Out of the gun, Fields. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is not going to be enough. Was it yards and only got Tua going to run the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at... Toss play. Here's Pierce. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. On second down, here's Pierce. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's Tua. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Second and 5 now. Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Fields. Completes it to Hardman. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields. Locates Hardman for another catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Fields now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Pierce takes it straight ahead. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Hand off left side, Pierce. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here's Fields.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Give to Pierce now on the option.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Turpin, and he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Holding offense.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number, Might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Houston, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas.